Well, congratulations on your first UFC victory. I'm just wondering, what are the emotions now that you do have this first victory inside the octagon under your belt?
It feels great. It feels fulfilling knowing that the hard work that I put in was able to get this result. But like me and my coach said before the fight, we're not defined by trophies or results. We're defined by our work ethic, our attitudes and behaviors. So I'm glad I was able to go in there with a courageous attitude, and I'm gonna continue working and doing my best on a daily basis and accept the next challenge that comes my way.
The punch that put him down, when he threw that kick and his arm was low, Daniel Cormier even commented you must have seen that opening. Was that an opening you saw, or was that an attack you had planned ahead of time?
It was an attack we planned ahead of time. The hook, the lunging hook, was an attack we loaded up for, and I heard the opponent's coach calling for a kick, and I thought he was calling for a left kick, but he threw a right kick. Either way, I was able to do something that I trained to doing for many times. So it was just the training came into play, and it was a second nature. And I give God the glory for making it happen the way it happens.
And then the follow-up punch that you stopped right at the very last second before you connected with that blow. How did you know he was out right away, or was it just adrenaline kicked in and you dove on him, and then you had to pull yourself back?
You know, even when I contacted my last opponent in the Contender Series, it would have. Sometimes you have to do follow-up punches. You don't know if he's going to come back. You don't know if he's going to recover. And even though he hit the ground, I didn't know if he was out or not. I didn't know if he was going to pop up or if he was going to, regain his bearings. So I pounced on him. I was going to throw a couple more blows, but I saw he kind of went limp a little bit, and the ref kind of called it out as well. So I'm glad I was able to have that restraint, but it might not be the case all the time, because we're going in there to finish our opponent, and he's going in there to finish me. So I want to make sure the job's done before anything goes on.
All right. Could this fight have gone any more perfect for you? Like, I know you're supposed to fight at the Apex for your debut, but it got moved. The crowd's in attendance, first round knockout, impressive victory. Could this performance have gone any better?
When last week's fight fell through, I have to admit I wasn't calm about it. I wasn't collected. I was a little bit emotional because I thought the opportunity got taken away from me once again, and but I was able to get my composure. Just, me and my coach, we trained to do our best, and this was an opportunity to do our best in. And when it felt like the opportunity got taken away, it was, I had to change my mindset. I had to think about it in a different way. I was able to compose myself and give it to God. I know God's in control of the outcome tonight. I know God was in control of last week's postponed event, postponed fight. So I try to just be calm and know that even though I didn't have that opportunity last week, there was a lot of growth. There was a lot of growth that happened throughout the fight camp, and I was very appreciative of that. And a lot of people invested their time into me, believing in me, and I'm glad I was able to show my hard work tonight. But it's just a testament of me believing in myself and the people around me believing in me, as well as giving God the glory for the opportunity and the strength.
Hey Josh, just a quick one over here. How recently did you change your nickname from Maverick to Bushido?
Why I did that?
Yeah, and how recently was that?
It was during the fight camp. I felt that it was a little better representation of me and representation of what I wanted to represent in my fighting career. Bushido is the way of the warrior, and kind of like the warrior code. Samurais followed it back in ancient Japan, and it was something that to do your best on a daily basis, whatever you choose to do. It doesn't have to be fighting. It could be gardening. It could be working at your job or something in Japan, or that mindset is do your best in all that you do. And this is the path I've chosen, and I've sacrificed for this opportunity, and I'm gonna continue to sacrifice for it, and just be happy with that process. I'm not happy with if I win or lose the fight, but be happy with all the hard work I put in leading up to the fight. And it feels good when you cap it off with a nice result, but that's not always promised.
And then with that, you're obviously just getting started in your UFC career, but I'm sure you know there's another famous samurai doing his thing right now in Jiri Prochazka. Just what are your thoughts on how he carries himself and how he kind of represents that warrior code too?
I really like Yuri. I really like his demeanor and how he represents himself. I think we need more of that in the martial arts scene. And I didn't get a talk after my fight, but just representing the martial arts well and not doing it for money, not doing it for certain things, but doing it because able to represent ourselves well. And I'm glad I was able to represent myself well tonight, and I look forward to doing that on a daily basis, whether it be discipline in the gym, consistency, or being humble. You know, even though I'm a UFC fighter, there's people in the gym, training that are in the same. I put them on the same level as me. We all train the same class. We all train the same techniques. It's about how the mindset you bring to the training.
Thank you. Congrats.
Just one quick question about the fallout from last week. I know with the M3 metabolite or whatever that they found in your system, you weren't able to compete in Nevada, but this fight was able to come through. What was your understanding of what the current process is, and are you able to now fight in Nevada, or does Nevada still need to collect more information before you could fight back there?
I believe the situation is they'll have to collect a 6-month sample leading up. Kind of USADA will be testing me for the next 6 months to kind of gauge the metabolite and see if it's going up or down. I wasn't aware that stuff stayed in the system for so long, and it's a decision I made, but I have to live with the results of it. So I'm just doing my best and making better decisions from here on out, and that's how it's going to go. I'm not sure. I believe it's a 6-month process to monitor that.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that info.